But hello, and hello. Y'all know what it is. It is Tuesday night, and it is time for us to get into the unbiased opinion. And as you see, my girl sitting on the screen with me, Miss Shay Renee. Shay, you ready to get the mess started, friend?
I'm ready.
Y'all know we love a good piece of some mess, honey. So as we about to let the intro play, y'all already know what to do. Hit the link and drop it in the comments so we can know who we're talking to. We'll see you in about. But all right, we back at it again. Didn't realize I had the loop button on, so my bad. Y'all got an extra dose, but we was jamming, so it is what it is. Didn't realize it's after the fact. So I was like, I'm gonna let it play. I ain't gonna cut it mid song. So there you have it. I hope y'all was doing a little bop, a little diddy bop as the song was playing. All right. So y'all already know how it is. Y'all know what we do over here. We usually wait to the 5 minute mark, let YouTube do its thing, send it out to them people because y'all know YouTube be trying us. They be
Mm-hmm.
trying us. So we be trying to fight and claw our way into the algorithm. So we try to wait to the 5 minute mark so we can do its thing. Now, as we waiting on the 5 minute mark, like I said before, go ahead and hit that like button, please and thank you. Share it out. Drop in the comments and let us know who we're talking to. So,
Mm-hmm.
Shay, girl, we got some things up on the agenda tonight. We're about to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Kandi called out Nene and said she don't mind being boring. And can we have an intervention for Latrice? What you thinking?
So I did my first Belle Collective review.
Okay.
You know what? And I want to say this. I gotta remind myself. I'm so glad. It's interesting to see how similar a lot of YouTubers' thoughts are, because
Mhm.
I'm not going to watch anybody's review. I'm
Yep.
just gonna go ahead and do the show, right?
Mhm.
So I did my review, and then I watched Scotty's review, and he basically said some of the same things that I said. I was like,
Mhm.
I have mercy. I can see how people can think that people are
Yep.
saying the same thing, but it's like we all kind of share the same thought.
Yes.
Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just crazy to me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy reviewing that show. I
Yes.
feel like Gucci is doing a lot. I feel like she's doing a whole lot to try to keep Selena off of the show. Um,
Hmm.
she want her time to shine. Latrice need to leave that man alone. Like you running home to your brother's beautiful home, by the way. That is a beautiful home. And your mother is like, I'd have went upside Cliff's head if I was you by now. And this says the woman that's been married. Well, whose mama been married 6 times? Letitia's mama.
That was Letitia mom.
Oh, okay. I knew somebody mama been married 6 times.
Can you hear me, Shay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Let's be clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's coming through.
Oh, can you hear?
I can hear you.
Okay. Well,
Okay, I was just reading one of the chat comments, and Let's Be Clear said that she couldn't hear me clearly, so I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, okay.
I sound far away. Okay.
Yeah, I just Latrice feels like a lost cause. You know, him showing his tail Mexican place. You can't be acting a fool over one of my favorite foods. That's just a mess. Like that is you better drink margarita and hush, sir. But yeah, I can't wait to get into that because that is mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna get these housewives out the way.
Yeah.
Simply because
it ain't
get much. We could be in and out, but I feel like the majority of our time really probably will be spent on the Belle collectors and probably more over Latrice and Clifford the Big Red Dog. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna go ahead and let me speak to the people as they coming in. Hey, Miss Linda, how are you? Dee's verdict, how you doing? LaConda, or is it LaShonda, just spelled with the C? Hello, let me know how it's pronounced. Michelle, she said, hey, Shay Renee, how are you? Let's be clear, what's up? These verdicts said Latrice married her daddy.
Indeed.
Did.
Indeed.
She's always run to her brother's house. Yes. Hey, Michelle, how are you? And he stayed walking out on Latrice. Yes. What's up, Britt? My girl, she said, much clearer now. Not sure what was going on. Maybe on my end. Perfect. Glad you guys can hear me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to go get started with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Now, this is a thing we usually do on my channel, Shay. So I'm going to ask you, and y'all can drop down in the chat. Tell me, what do you rate Sunday's episode of RHOA? 1 to 10, or 0 to 10. 0 being self-explanatory, 10 being it's the bomb.com. Or are we meeting somewhere in the middle? What are we thinking for Sunday's episode?
It's a trash on top of trash. It's a 2.
Oh, a 2. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about Drew and whether she kissed a girl and she liked it. Girl, get over it. She's such a liar, and she's such a liar that even Ralph looked annoyed with her.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's too much. It's too much.
You said a 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll give it 2 more points to give it a 4.
Okay. That's fair.
Give it a 4, simply because I feel like in the episode, we got a lot of snapshots. I don't feel like we got a full scene of anything. Everything was a snapshot of this, a snapshot of that, snapshot again. Nothing was full. Nothing was a full scene outside of the whole peach party and Kandi and Cynthia talking.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, 2 minutes in or out or less. It wasn't giving much. So because of that, I'm like, all right, y'all pull it from the air. And I feel like y'all are trying to piece things together because nothing is collective. Nothing is coming together. Nothing even makes sense. So I'm not even going to go through the whole show. I'll run through it because it didn't give anything. Marlo Boyd's nephew sons want to meet Scotty, the
Yes.
Jamaican chef man, whatever his name is. She's like, nope, I'm not doing it. I need to know somebody for at least a year. Marlo is really crazy about a lot of things that go back and forth, but I do respect the fact that she wants somebody kind of permanent or stagnant or constant in her life before she introduced them to her boy. So I'm not mad at that. It's Christmas time.
But but she said she want to see him with his kids. So how you gonna want to be around and see him with his children, but then you don't want him to be around your kids, and you're not doing nothing but doing photos? Like what else is going on, Marlo? This is the second photo shoot we done seen. All right, girl, deck the halls and boughs of holly. Girl, bye. We don't
La
care.
la 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 and la.
Yeah, hey, y'all look real cute. Next.
They're cute. So we saw that. We got another little snapshot of Sanya and her sister. Sanya cries. She feels as if her sister isn't there for her, some of her big achievements. Her sister said, hey, I'm trying to give you some boundaries. I'm no longer this single woman that can jump to the beat of your drum. They kind of hug it out, whatever. In that scene, I felt like Sanya looked so much like her mom. I'm like, oh my God, she's a split image of her mom in that scene.
Yeah, her sister gets on my nerves a little bit, but I see where the sister is coming from because Tanya is very scatterbrained to me. Like those people, and she talks so fast that I feel like she do everything fast. Like, oh my God, I forgot to do this interview today. You got Deuce, right? All right, I gotta go. And then I need my hair done. You live in the room next door to me. Just come do my hair real quick. And she probably like, girl, I got clients. I got stuff to do. And I'm in here taking care of your son, blah, blah, blah. But like her sister was not with the SHI no more. She was like, listen, I'm no longer your baby sister anymore. I'm somebody's wife, somebody's mama. And I've been your son's caretaker. So
thank you.
I ain't got time. Your husband frolicking in the land of Galilee in Texas. And you getting on trips going to Portugal over here telling me about sound bowls and mad because combination.
Right.
Girl.
You know what? I feel like I kind of been team sister this entire season because of everything you just said. She do give me a little touch of ADHD. She give me a little touch of she's all over the place. And because she has been so used to people just stopping what they're doing because she was the track star and she was the Olympian and all of these things, she thinks that life should continue to flow and go that way. And I agree with her sister, girl, let me know.
Yeah.
I feel like the sister don't mind doing it. Just tell me. And I think it's unfair for her to put everything on her sister.
Right.
I gotta do your hair. I gotta be the nanny. I'm probably dang near cleaning up the house after everybody because mama and daddy gone with you. Like you said, husband ain't there. So everything probably is on her. And she's looking for either not only boundaries, but I feel like the sister is looking for a little bit more of consistency. Yeah. Tell me what you want us to do. Right. If I'm being a nanny, let me play nanny. Right. If I'm gonna be sister, let me play sister. You got me doing 15 jobs, and she probably not getting paid for it or being compensated for it. Because I'm sure Sanya looking at it, girl, you living here rent free, food free.
But that's not enough. You know what I mean?
I agree.
For you to be asking me to do your hair whenever, whatever, and then I'm taking care of your son, you probably would be paying out more than
way more.
I would be paying you in mortgage. So,
because she's gonna be needed for two different things. She's gonna need somebody to be the nanny. She's gonna need somebody to be the chef. She's gonna need somebody to, be her hairstylist. She probably pull her clothes and everything. She probably pack her. She probably do everything. So I've always kind of been on the side of the sister, like Sanya, get it together and you got a real one. And even Celia admitted she'll never find another one like that.
Not at all.
So I think she needs to take advantage of what she has right in front of her before they do leave all together.
For
But
sure. I said for sure. And
yeah.
y'all, for the church announcements, I'm eating my dinner, so don't judge me. I'm gonna make sure I ain't chomping in the mic though. Just let y'all know.
Let friend eat, y'all. Let her alone now. Let her alone.
Look, y'all, I'm a Cancer. Y'all know we love our food now. Okay.
Okay, but we had that little snapshot. Then we have Cynthia and Kandi have a conversation. Of course, I'm here for Kandi broadcasting, marketing, showing Blaze. Baby, she gonna get the people some free food. She ain't gonna take y'all nowhere. Y'all can come and get this free food over here at the Blaze. They meet up. Cynthia is looking gorgeous as usual. And they're just kind of chopping it up, talking about she don't want to talk about her divorce, her being kind of bi-coastal, going back and forth between LA and Atlanta. The party coming up, she invited her to the party, and they talk about Drew a little bit. Didn't give too much. I guess it was a cute scene to kind of introduce Cynthia back into the fold, or at least for where she's about to come in at the end of the episode. But it didn't give much. Thoughts on their part of it?
Cynthia said in her interview with Kandi, or speak on it, basically, she was like, well, if I'm gonna be around y'all, basically in so many words, she's like, I might as well get paid for it. I'm like, if you're gonna come on there and you're gonna be around and you're gonna get paid for it, at least talk about your divorce so that could push you in position to get a peach again for next season. But I don't know, child. Cynthia was hanging out with Mick Jagger and his wife. Maybe she like, I don't need this peach.
She may be enjoying not being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But let me say this. I think we got everything we needed for the price of one, because what else is she going to tell us about the divorce?
Right. This is true.
I think Bravo got over. She told her story in one confessional.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Period. And she talked about a lot on the Two Peas in the Pod podcast. So I guess she's like, whatever, I'm just gonna get paid for the times I'm hanging out with you heifers and arguing and move on.
Yeah. Okay, so there was that. The little snapshot, Drew trying to do something with their closet child.
Now that little piece of something right there, that was, I just saw, what I got from that was Ralph looking at her like, girl, you is such a liar.
Yeah.
Because she was in there like, yeah, and Marlo was talking about you and I don't appreciate that. And we have this whole, so let me say this. I wonder if anybody noticed it. She texted LaToya and said, did we kiss? And LaToya said no, right?
Right.
But Drew say in that scene with Kandi that LaToya came over her house and apologized to her and Ralph. So if she came over your house and apologized to you and Ralph after the season 13 reunion, why did you need to text her and show it to Ralph?
What? Okay, I'm really confused about this whole kiss thing anyway.
I think it's a waste of time.
I think it is too. And again, I think we're pulling for stuff from things that have nothing to do with nothing and it's not that big of a deal. I feel like this should have bled over into the season. When the cameras wrapped, she said she didn't want to do it. Okay, whatever. This don't need to become a storyline, and we're trying to force it and make it into a storyline, and then bring it on LaToya to prove what or to confirm what. I don't know.
It was a mess.
Yeah,
a whole lot, and even Ralph was like, "So what if you did?" Like he wasn't tripping.
And he wasn't. He actually said that if you did, it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, like she
let it go.
Most. So he's looking at her like, you're lying, and for what? Like for the most. And he's like, I'm gonna go back and get to work. Like
yeah, like it. And I feel like even since Ralph was like, it's not a big deal if y'all kiss, okay, whatever. I think Drew should have let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I think Drew is holding on harder on this than anybody else. You should
Mm-hmm.
have just let it go. Lee said, I don't think Sanya can afford a makeup or hairstylist, let alone a consistent babysitter that will watch her baby overnight. So she takes full advantage of her sister, which ain't right.
Girl, and that's why her sister moved the hell up out that house because she's
Mm-hmm.
pregnant. I'm gonna go get me an apartment.
I'm not gonna do this again.
Do is leave your baby and your badass son with me. That's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna happen because
Yep.
that's exactly what Sanya is going to do. That's why Sanya didn't want her family to move out because she's like, oh wait a minute, I'm gonna have to raise this kid by myself again, like I had to do with Deuce, like the reason why I didn't want to have this kid in the first place.
Place it right. Mm-hmm. Agreed. Y'all speaking facts.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that little scene, whatever. We move on. Now it's time for the end of the show, and I think it's time for the peach party. The decoration was beautiful. I love the decorations. I love the ensemble. Everybody in their peach or orange was really cute. Cynthia makes her arrival, honey. Drew is the last one to come in, and that was just talking about Drew because
Mm-hmm.
most of it was her showcasing her products, um, showing how it works. This is the new line of things, blah blah blah. But Drew finally makes her arrival. She comes in. I think Drew has a great mommy body. And Drew gonna take this as body shaming as she's doing with Marlo. But I wish Drew would have picked a better dress.
I
I
do.
didn't like that dress on Drew.
No, see, so the thing is, and this is no shade, but some people gonna look at it as shade. Drew is shaped like SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have much of a butt. She's
Nope.
shaped like a it's hip to be a square to her.
Mm-hmm.
Square. So you have to dress your body the way that your body looks. I really am
Mm-hmm.
confused how she got this mommy makeover and then you doing drop it with Drew and you still look like
That's why I was saying. I said I don't mean no shade, but it's giving very much mommy body, and I got one, so I ain't gonna talk too loud. I'm a tread lightly, but again, I ain't had no makeover.
yeah, we ain't lay on nobody table. And I don't know why you getting mad at Marlo because you talking about she's body shaming. You talk about her rap sheet of criminal history.
All the time.
You talk about her edges. So it don't dish it if you can't take it.
Thank you. I'm like, come on. And I think she just want to have an issue to have with Marlo just to be
That
having. And we know Marlo is an easy target because of how she act and what she do. But
right.
at the same time, let's be equal and fair about the situation. You just want to go after this girl just to go after her. But I'm like, I feel like she need a control, Spanx, tummy control, something
Mm-hmm.
in that dress. I felt like her titties was a little saggy in the dress. It wasn't perked up. It was sitting right. She didn't have on a bra. I'm a woman. You're a woman. Everybody sell pasties. Everybody sell things so where it could. I have a bra. No
Mm-hmm.
straps or nothing, and it has the clear tape on the side, and it sits you up, girl. Put
The
one of those on.
homegirl got too much money and on too much of a TV and got too many jobs coming along, as she says.
So she
He
says.
looks like that intentionally on camera. No,
That's my thing. I'm like, come on, Drew. Either you should have changed your dress because you didn't have the right undergarments or put the right undergarments on. Like, come
yeah,
on, girl.
she
Let's just
should have.
make a thing a thing.
She definitely needs.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
before I go fully into that, we forgot the scene with Kandi and Sheree.
Oh yeah, to bring up the fact of Drew talking about all her jobs that she.
Right. Mm-hmm. When you said that she got out of jobs, made me think about it. But yeah, they had a little scene. They are in a better place now, and they are talking about Drew and Kandi making it known that she don't appreciate the fact that she's trying to call her out to be a liar. And why would you say that I am trying to produce anything for my movie? Kandi pretty much like, girl, this movie gonna do well with or without you.
Period.
And Sheree told her that, well, she kind of feel like she ain't got to do the movie if she don't have to. And I think Kandi took a little offense to that. It was like, oh, so you don't even care about the movie? Then bet, got you. We done took notice of what you just said. So going back to the doggone peach party, Drew finally decides to make her arrival. And they was like, oh, we were just talking about you, girl. You know, and they go off and have a conversation. Child, the long or the short of it is somehow LaToya and Drew done conspired together, got their story together, and they're saying whatever Marlo, Kandi, and Kenya saw are all lies because they didn't kiss deep in, and that's the full episode.
Period. That's it.
That's it. That's all.
So, like, LaToya was like, you don't see Kandi as a trustworthy person? Why would she say that if you are going along with Drew in this
Thank you
situation? You didn't need to make that comment if you were going along with, but we didn't kiss Kandi. She
right.
Never, and LaToya never said that they didn't kiss during that entire time at this peach party. Which, by the way, I think I'm gonna buy one of them peaches. It's just cute.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I just like the way it look, and I think I'm gonna pose with it and be like, you know, make up a little tagline and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this will be cute.
That's just a little side note, but yeah, I just think, Drew has completely wasted a lot of our time and scene. Yeah,
and scene.
Mm-hmm.
And again, she's going after Marlo so bad, but to me, what's worse? Saying I work in the same field as your husband because you lied and told Drew, because Ralph and Marlo had a little sidebar conversation, and Marlo was like, only thing I said was we was in the same field. We do the same thing. So you're trying to rail and get everybody up in arms about Marlo. You lying about this. You saying Kandi is a liar because you don't want to come off about this, but yet you and Ty in a relationship? Allegedly, I'm saying allegedly.
She's a mess. She's a total habitual liar. Like, you sat up there, Ralph looked at Marlo with a face like, so she just said that. So that's all you said? She was like, if you find that offensive when I said we both in technology, then, I apologize. And she said, it's not, it's not your fault that that's who you gotta, it's not my fault that that's who you gotta wake up to every
right.
Because you don't never know what you're getting. But I wanted to address a bit stay winning, which I love her name, by the way. Production definitely made Kandi seem like a liar in regards to that kiss. That was at the end where production played that clip of Kandi saying, okay, well, if I misread it, okay, cool. Because LaToya was like, she didn't do it. But on it, Kandi was like, that was before the reunion. And on the reunion, LaToya said that they did do it. And she came on speak on it and said that they did. And Kandi was like, she had only went along with it because it didn't mean that much to her. So she was like, whatever, maybe they trying to cover this up. I ain't going to make it a big deal if it ain't a big deal. But then she was like, okay, now y'all doing this. Y'all not about to make me look like a liar because I saw. She was like, and furthermore, if you going to say that I coerced Toya into saying it, what about Marlo and Kenya? They both are saying that they saw it too.
Same thing. Right.
And Marlo and Kandi are not getting along. So it would be no need for Marlo to lie for Kandi.
And she's not going to. She been in Kandi neck the entire season.
And another thing, Drew tried to tell Toya that Marlo edited that video before she sent her. Kandi was the same way Marlo edited that video. Marlo sent that video right then and there after she recorded it.
But Drew is a liar.
Be editing no video like that.
She a liar.
Yeah, she be lying her little tail off. You ain't video. gonna say it was edited.
I mean, I think it's time for Drew to make exit stage left. I really think it's
It is.
time for all of them to leave. But in the case of they keep everybody else, I think it's time for Drew to leave. And this whole fake, I'm leaving my husband, I feel like she's another one. You're not going to leave Ralph.
No.
If you can't admit to a peck or we were in closeness with each other to where it could appear like we kissed or whatever the case may be, then I don't see you leaving your husband. I don't see you doing it. So
Let me tell you, Ralph is going to leave her if she don't get her peach back.
oh,
He loves to be on this show. In my opinion, I feel like this is just a game with their marriage, but I feel like Ralph would definitely be gone if she don't get her peach back because
yeah.
he is the one. He loves the limelight. Ralph
Mm-hmm.
show doing
Yep.
so yeah, and then he like, oh, you think I'm gonna keep putting up with you and
Yeah.
getting this extra check no more? Because
Mm-hmm.
please, all the acting jobs that she's saying she's getting, she's not doing any. Only acting she doing is on this show.
And I would love to see your acting jobs. Actually, I've been rewatching The Game
Mm-hmm.
because it's on Netflix, and I
Yeah,
was like, I think that's why I've never liked Drew because of The Game. This
everybody
is
can't stand what she did to med school.
yeah. This is why people don't like you. We're not over it. We are not over it.
No, Drew,
Lee said I just hit 6 months of pregnancy of Monday. Congratulations on your pregnancy. So I can't talk about no one else's body right now, but Drew clothes always looking wrong on her. I'm sure I can find a better fit in Marshall's, yet she's the rich.
mm-hmm.
That part.
Right.
That part. Marlo's peach bag was super cute. It was. Let me say this about Marlo. We're gonna move on.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually feel like if Marlo stays what we see, even in Portugal and here at the peach party, I think that Marlo could actually make for a good housewife. I think she does do good fun shade at times. Marlo can go way too low
Yeah.
and go below the belt where it can be really nasty. But with that, I feel like a lot of them can, including Kenya. All of them have that mouth to be
Mm-hmm.
very nasty and vile. But I think if Marlo kind of stay in this area, I think she'll actually make for an okay housewife.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. I know y'all may not like that because people don't like Marlo, but we see once she is doing well, I guess she's taking her medicine, she really do get along with everybody. Even her and Kandi was able to kiki and laugh.
Not taking her medicine, friend.
Take her medicine.
Take her medicine.
She gotta take her medicine. That is the onlyest way
No,
she does well.
the sad thing is, I still see Marlo as a friend. She
Okay.
gives supporting actress role.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't give enough of her life for it to be a full-time housewife type of deal.
Right.
But I mean, and I know we're probably going to roll into this, but that's why Kandi makes such a great housewife, because she has so many supporting people in her life that give of themselves too. So they are an extension of her. Marlo doesn't have anybody around her that's giving out their life. She doesn't have any friend-worthy people around her that
Mm-hmm.
share her life, and they're an extension of her. And we can see why she's in a leadership role. She gives me supporting actress. That's what she gives.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I'm not mad at that observation. I'm not mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of Miss Kandi, honey, we still talking about this Nene interview, child, and how Nene got the people mad, child. And we in week 3.
Yeah.
We in week 3, and Nene is still trending, and the people still talking. And Kandi did a radio interview today. I didn't watch all of it, but like I said, I got the gist of what it was that she was saying. But she did call out Nene and let it be known that although that people call her boring, including Nene, that she's still winning. And Kandi lists out all of her accolades, what she did. She was the first woman to win ASCAP Brighton Award. She was the first woman to be in the group. She was naming off all her first, child. I can't remember all of them. She bought a house at 19. She said she'd been that girl before Nene even came to the TV screen. So she said she don't mind being boring because she's going to stay winning. Can I shake the table?
Period. Go ahead.
Can I shake the table?
Go ahead, girl.
Okay, Kandi girl, I like you. Now, hear me what I say. I ain't coming for your neck. I just want you to hear me just a little bit. Friend, everything that you named off had nothing to do with the housewives. Had absolutely nothing to do what you contribute to the housewives outside of being the longest standing housewife there. Out of your list of 20 things you said, only one thing has something to do with the housewives. And I do not like it when people, including Nene, want to throw in how much money they have and how much this as to why they are better than and or winning. Now, Kandi, you are that girl. Yes, you are still winning, but let's be for real. Are you coming across as that girl on TV? I don't think there's anything wrong with saying no, you're not. But in me saying that, I actually appreciate that because everybody don't have to have a big, loud, over the top personality. Somebody do have to play the back seat. Somebody do have to play the supporting cast and the supporting role. And I also agree when she said that because it is an ensemble cast, everybody don't have to be up front. It takes everybody. I agree with that. But you're still winning.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna shake the table and put some flowers in a vase on top of it.
Okay.
I will say this. In order to be a housewife, you have to have something going on. Mm-hmm. That has become the criteria ever since the housewives have started out. Now, Atlanta was a slight exception to the rule because I think Nene appeared to have a little bit of coin, but she admitted in the Carlos interview that she really didn't. Mm-hmm. Coin with a broken gate. Then you had him living in a townhouse, but she had Big Papa. Then you had what's the girl, the church lady that was giving all her basketball player husband, Deshaun Snow. Mm-hmm. Then you had Lisa Wu that was supposed to be like a prominent real estate agent, but her draw and appeal was because she was Keith Sweat's baby mama.
Right.
So I will say this, everybody has something that they have done that has built them up, hence why they want to be on this show, so that they can showcase all of the other things that they're already doing that has obviously made them successful. Mm-hmm. You look at the white franchises, Lisa Vanderpump. She was already rich before she got on the show. The show was a vehicle to showcase what? Her restaurants. So we're not doing anything different with Kandi that we haven't done with the women on the WP franchises. It's the same thing. So for Nene to condemn Kandi for that, you say the same stuff about, but when it's cool when they do it, but it's not cool when I do it. You saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. Is it cool when Lisa Vanderpump and Kyle Richards and all these other people showcase their stuff, but it's not Kandi? Mm-hmm. Second, Kandi also stated in that interview that she doesn't mind putting other people on. Mm-hmm. The problem with Nene and her longevity is that she is out for self. Mm-hmm. She's not a leader. She doesn't exhibit leadership qualities. Leaders pull everybody else up on the ladder and put the rung ahead of them. That's what leaders do. And those are the people that will continue to be successful. When you are at the top of the ladder and constantly kicking everybody else down so they can start from the bottom and never be here, that's where your problem lies.
And let me say this, because I think when I say these things, it's kind of like talking about another individual, what I will name nameless. You get where I'm coming from,
Yeah.
Shay, when I say that. I will keep her name nameless. But
Mhm.
it's like, when I do think sometimes when you say certain things, it automatically goes to, oh my God, you don't like Kandi. Let me tell y'all this. I like Kandi. I like her.
Yeah.
I think she's doing exactly what she needs to do on this platform, which
Mhm.
is get everything she needs to get out of the show. Build, 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 build.
Mhm.
But I also have to be honest with myself, and this is my opinion. I do feel like when it comes to the show,
Mhm.
I do feel like she can bring a little bit more. I say this all the time. I don't feel like Mama Joyce and Aunt Bertha should have more catch lines than Kandi.
Yeah, I feel like in her mind, they are an extension of her. They wouldn't be on the show if it wasn't for her being the anchor to bring them on the show. If it
Mhm.
makes sense. Some people's stardom is the people that are around them. Nene's stardom just happens to be her individually. Phaedra's stardom, her individually. Kenya, her individually. Portia, you could say individually, but she had extensions of herself as well on the show with her sister, her mother, you know,
Correct.
her baby daddy, her husband, her prior husband. He was a prima donna, Cordell. So yeah, there were some people that came on the show that probably didn't stay that long, that they weren't necessarily the most Cynthia is a big example. Peter Thomas was the one that gave more of the energy and the,
Right.
stamina. People just grew to love Cynthia because of her personality, but Cynthia wasn't really given a whole lot. Like
Mhm.
she gave that peacemaker kind of deal, but she wasn't reading nobody. We ain't even know Cynthia was breathing sometimes until she Portia in
Check
the
a pulse, y'all. Check a pulse.
yeah, until she kicked Portia in the chest with her size 13s.
Mhm.
What she was doing unless she was out of Nene's butt for the day.
Right.
So everybody contributes to the show in a way that has helped it to become where it is. Now, is that necessarily the recipe for its continued success? No, because it's no longer working. We need
No
it,
longer working.
but the problem is a lot of
And
success.
wait. Let me say that. And thank you for saying that line, because I feel like there was the biggest let me wrap my bow in it type
Mm,
comments. I don't think that formula is no longer working.
right.
And I think we can throw out Nene is jealous. I think we can throw out, Kandi really is that girl. And I feel like she is. I'm not taking nothing away from Kandi, but I
Mhm.
don't think in this setting, in these group of girls, it ain't working anymore.
Mm-mm.
Kandi gonna have to give us a little bit more than her sex toys.
Yeah.
You doing right, broadcasting, getting your business out there for people to purchase, but now what?
It's giving Bravo as your personal commercial.
Yeah.
You're getting paid to give commercials of your businesses. Which,
Mm-hmm.
on one hand, I commend her, and on the next hand,
I
I'm
agree.
hey girl. But everybody is on here doing that. Hell, saying you're doing Mommy Nation and then running on the treadmill for iFit. And then,
Mm-hmm.
Marlo ain't really showing her Larag bin. Shout out, giving you the real tea, because that's what he called it. She ain't doing that. She's not showcasing that as much as she should. But everybody on here shows their businesses because that's what they want to. It's just they can't be mad because they're not as successful at their businesses as Kandi is.
Yeah.
But
And let me
but I
say
will,
this.
Kandi, that can't just be all that we see from
You do. I agree.
yeah.
I agree with that. And I also think that too, and I said this before, I really do feel like Kenya has a good storyline.
Hmm.
She ain't talking about it.
But
Nothing.
Nene said it best. She don't have anybody to go against.
And even with not even going against, you consider Kandi a friend.
That's true.
You haven't confided in Kandi about anything. I'm waiting on, and I feel like Bravo do this too much, where we see something in the trailer in a clip, but then when the show actually airs, it's
We don't.
nowhere to be found. Even when Kenya said that she's willing to, she want to have another baby, and I think Mayetta asked her, "Well, does that mean you were Nose Ring will get back together?" And she was like, "Oh, if that's the case, we'll have it to be." We still haven't seen that scene.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. Like, also, I wanted to talk about her with this baby. She was,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot that scene.
yeah, she had her little cousin. Well, it was irrelevant. That's why we ain't go back.
Yeah, I sure forgot all about
But
it.
yeah, she had the little baby, so she wanted to see if Brooklyn was gonna be a good big sister. Brooklyn is not intrigued by having no sibling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's cute, but I'm cute too.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn was like, girl, if send him back. I'm good
Yeah.
with me. I just and people are gonna get mad at me for saying this. I also think it's very selfish
But
to
Ken, you want to have another baby?
have another baby in your like mid 50s or
I
whatever.
agree.
Like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the baby, you're robbing the baby of. I think that unless you can guarantee your child at least 30 years of them being around you, it's gonna be set like that. You want your child to be burying you at 18.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
About how that's really going to stunt their growth in life, and especially the dad is not really there for them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
had an 18 or a 19, 20-year-old kid having to care for their parents.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
And I agree with that. I do feel like after she had Brooklyn, because she was already up in age,
Mm-hmm.
then I feel like she should have gave herself a 6 to 8 1 year break and
Yeah.
popped out another baby.
Yes.
I think she should have did it right then and there. Now she got her two under two, and then she's done with it. And you've given your first child a sibling, and I think it kind of gives you a sense of fulfillment and completion as well.
Yeah.
But now that Brooklyn 4 or 5 years old, and then you don't even know if you're going to be able to use your eggs, or if he even wanted to be used, and is
Yeah.
pushing out further and further, you won't be able to be there for their child like you want to. Now, I'm only 37,
Mm-hmm.
and my youngest is 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nowhere near my 50s.
Right.
And I be tired with this little 5-year-old at the age of 37.
Child, I'm 38 and my son is 7. And I was thinking about, do we really want to do this and have another kid? Like, we're like settled in the stuff that we're doing or whatever. Granted, I do want him to have a sibling, but I'm also tapping into reality. Like, if I don't have this kid before I turn 40, it's a wrap, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm already going to be 50 at my son's high school graduation, I'm sure. So it's like, I,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that. Like, I would rather be 50 and my son is older,
Yeah.
50 and my kid is Brooklyn.
Right.
You know what I
And
mean?
it hit me Monday. My oldest is a senior in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and my youngest is a kindergartner. I said, God, Lord, help me, Jesus. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord. Because I said, my God, today, what was I thinking? I was almost at the finish line, Lord, and here we go. Here
Started all over.
all over again. I said, not this whole senior in high school, and then I got a kindergarten. Lord help me, Jesus. Y'all pray for me.
Well, you know what? Different strokes for different folks, but
I still agree with that. I agree.
don't think that. I mean, even outside of the age thing, I don't think that she should have another kid by Mark, because that'll just be
Yep.
another reason for him to be trying to come for her and get her money, and he's
And
not
you try,
that kid.
and you already trying to get out of whatever y'all got going on.
Girl,
Will it be marriage, will it be custody case, whatever that situation is, you already trying to get out of it. Why would you add more of that on top of it? Like, that's crazy to me.
right?
But I do, and yes, it's me said. I just saw that. Where did I see that at? Oh, she said, yeah, no, Kenya and Kandi said they filmed scenes, but they didn't show it. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Whereas I wish Bravo would stop doing that, which is showing us clips and then don't actually put it in the show. I felt like there would have been a good scene that they should have added. I would have rather seen that than see these little snapshots that they've been showing us throughout every episode.
Yeah.
I think there should have been a conversation to be had out openly like they did and for it to make the show.
Mm-hmm.
Why we didn't see that or get that.
Right.
But,
I agree.
Okay, but that was the show, y'all.
That was it. That was
Oh,
it.
and Kandi says she's still winning, and Kandi says she's that girl. She's been that girl, and Nene, you just need to be quiet and go on about your business and worry about yourself, okay? So that's what Kandi has said. Sweet 16 is coming up. I gotta ask you, and we definitely moving on after this. Who is your Sweet 16 cast?
Oh, for you know what? I would like to see. I want to see Tamika Raymond on the show.
Okay.
I want to see. I would like Kandi to come back because I just feel like she's just a pillar now.
Mm-hmm.
Kenya, I want Portia to come back.
Okay.
I want Phaedra to come back. I've been in for Phaedra coming back. I agree with Nene when I say that we've been robbed of that conversation between the two. That'll be the day. That'll be the season that Kandi gonna work as people.
That'll be the season she will work. Yep.
Absolutely. I would need so it's 6 people, right? We need one more person. And I would like to see Mrs. 2 Weeks Out. She's on Instagram, Mrs. 2 Weeks Out. I would love to see her on the Atlanta Housewives, but I don't she said she ain't gonna go on the show. Like I actually commented to her. I was like, you really need to do it because they have been reaching out to her. And her husband, no, I want to keep my wife. I would love to see her, but since I can't have her, let me pick somebody else. Let me get somebody else to do it. Shamari.
Okay. Shamari. Okay.
Because we can't get, I would really rather Eva, but Eva done got too big on All the Queen's Men now.
Yeah.
She said, I ain't got time for that.
So my Sweet 16 would be, I agree with Faye. I think Phaedra should come back. I think Portia should come back. I will bring Kandi back only if so Kandi is a caveat for me. I will bring Kandi back full time only if Phaedra comes back. Only is. Because I think we do need to see that dynamic between all 3 of them. How Kandi and Portia was able to move past it, but Kandi and Phaedra didn't. So what if Faye is out? I will bring Kandi back as a friend of the show. But I'm gonna say Phaedra come back full time. So I got Phaedra, Portia, Kandi. I actually would not mind seeing what's Kevin Hart's ex-wife name?
Something with a T.
Tori
Harvey. Yep. I mean Hart.
I wouldn't mind Tori being on there. I think Tori is good TV. I think she's funny. I think she can be shady with the rest of them. So I would love to see Tori. I think we need some new blood on the show.
Yeah.
I would definitely do Tori. My 5th person, I think I will bring back. I don't know if I'll bring back somebody. Let's do another new person. I'm stretching y'all, but this is my made up cast. I wouldn't mind bringing over Latrice from Belle Collectives. I think that we need some more young millionaire status type women that can be just as shady, they can be just as rich as the Kandis. So she will be my 5th person. And my sixth person to round it out, I think I will, and y'all gonna be shocked with this, but I think I will bring back Sanya.
Oh.
Here's why. Here's why. I think we need to see Sanya without her pit bull Marlo too,
Yeah.
and see where she can fall into place
Mm-hmm.
with the girls, with new people and with the old people. I think that I would love to see her without her pit bull.
You know what? It's funny that you say to bring Latrice. I would like to see Mel on Housewives of Atlanta.
I don't think she'll do good over there.
I think she would. I think that she would have to, because she would have to engage. Like she would have to be in the
Yeah,
crowd. I think that she's good with being in groups of people, and they would push her to bring the personality out. But if the caveat for me, if Mel came, I would want Nene to come back, because
yeah.
Nene to teach her how to be a real reality star.
I think Mel wouldn't be able to hang. I'm with Britt. She just said it. Me and Britt thinking the same thing. I don't think she can hang. I
Yo,
don't think she'll be able to hang with them. Them Atlanta girls are raw and uncut, and they'll get in your tail.
mm-hmm.
She's used to the passive, not passive people over there on Huntsville. And I feel like if she comes over, and she's her own star over there,
Yeah,
her star is not going to shine bright like it is over there on Huntsville. So I think that she should stay where she's at, where she is the star, where the people worship her. I think that over here it ain't gonna work. And then these Bravo folks are different, and they fan base. So they loud over here on YouTube with Huntsville, but I feel like the Bravo people would drown them out so completely that
that's true.
they won't be able to hear a voice. And it ain't gonna be no, oh, y'all treating Mel wrong. They're gonna be like, who? Child, please. She gonna have to be able to keep up. And I don't think that she will be able to.
Yeah, you know what? You make a good point, because the Bravo people don't know who, they barely knew who Martell
They
was.
barely knew who Martell was.
Because the views are like so far apart for Huntsville, Bravo. But you would think that Huntsville was getting 5 million views a week the way people act. So
that part. But I think she should stay at Huntsville. That's her show.
no, I agree.
She's the star over there, and I think she should stay the star. I think that she would actually fade into the background and probably become a Cynthia. Either where she's faded so much in the background, because Mel already saying she don't want to talk about whatever she got going on in her personal life now.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you
ain't gonna fly over there with Atlanta either. So I think she probably best right where she is.
That might have been why I kind of wanted her to go over there, so they should make her.
You gotta talk a little bit.
They be like, baby, this ain't Huntsville. What's going on? Like,
what's going on?
To see her
now. And I was gonna say this too. Yes, it's me. I feel like Melly would have done better if she started at Huntsville first. I think that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Because she don't have a taste of her own show where she is the star, I don't think it is going to translate well once it's time to move in that type of dynamic, because them housewives are something totally different. That's a different thing.
It's a whole different animal. I think, you know.
I think it's a different thing. They said they don't agree. Miss B said, I don't agree with what you're saying. Okay. Y'all tell me. Drop down in the comments. Let me know.
You said Miss B?
Miss B said, I don't agree with what you're saying. That's what we're here for, to have a conversation. Come on, y'all. Tell me what you think. I want to read this one. Britt said, I think Latrice and Portia will bump heads. It will be interesting. Yeah. I think it will make for good TV. I think Latrice, because she has the money, she's young, she has a great business going and is still growing. Oh, I think Latrice would do well over there.
Girl, but she could come, but she need to leave Clifton right on in.
Leave Cliff where she at? Where he at? I mean,
yeah, right there. Matter of fact, the Bessemer.
Martell said he didn't want the housewives to break up his marriage, but now I think he was he. I think it was due to his old dirt coming out. I agree with that too. Yes, it's me. I agree with that.
For
So speaking of Latrice, Latrice, honey,
mm-hmm.
Latrice needs to send out her SOS girl. Blink 2 times if you need us to come and help you.
Yeah.
Um, please tell us. So because we are already at the hour and the hour is far spent, we're gonna wrap this Bell collective bow up real tight so we can get out of that hour and 13 minutes. Okay.
Oh,
So this episode, y'all know I love me some Bell collectives. Y'all know this is my jam. This is my show. And let me speak on So Gucci and Selena first because
mm-hmm.
it opens up with So Gucci and D having a conversation. I actually feel like Selena would have been a great addition to the show, and I still think that she will be a great addition to the show. And here's the thing: I don't think it has anything to do with the threesome between So Gucci, JJ, and Selena. I think she will be good for the show because she has so many other relationships with the other ladies. Her
Correct.
Letitia and Aikisha went to school together. Her
Mm-hmm.
Latrice have a relationship. I don't think Marie said she knew her. I don't think she said she did, but because of those relationships that she have alone, I think that Selena can stand on her own as a good friend of the show because she do have a relationship with the other ladies. I do feel like the JJ and So Gucci thing is really just the icing on the cake.
Yep.
I
Yep.
think that she has enough substance with the other ladies alone that they really don't even have to bring that dynamic in. But either way, child, they having the conversation. That's when So Gucci let it be known that she is a little friction still going on because she have decided to file charges against Selena. And I think the kids should stay out of it, especially Son Jay. I feel like Son Jay is doing way too much talking. And for Son Jay to text D and tell D, I want to round with your mother, I feel like you're being disrespectful. No
Mm-hmm.
matter what happened between Selena and So Gucci, let Selena and So Gucci have it out. D didn't text you and tell you that she want to have a round with your mama because your mama put a knot on my mama head. I feel like the girls need to stay out of it, and I feel like she clout chasing and using this fight to make it worse than what it really is. I feel like it's already putting a divide, and then by So Gucci adding on fuel to the fire by doing the filing the charges, I think the kids need to stay out of it and let the adults handle it. What are your thoughts?
You come for my mama, you come for me.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I
I'm not mad.
Now saying that I want to round with your mama, I think there may be some hidden substance behind that. I wasn't in their household when they grew up. You never know because it was one of D and three of them. You know, you
Yep.
just never know the fact that D even feels neglected by her own mother. They
Mm-hmm.
that I feel like you did more for them than you did for me. And,
Mm-hmm.
somehow her mind is warped to think that that was okay because Gucci has made her think that that was okay, but she really doesn't think it's okay. She feels
Mm-hmm.
like her mother neglected her. Her mother
I
don't
agree.
talk about her son,
So,
which is
yep.
brother. You know,
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't talk about him at all. So if it's given to me that So Gucci is so fraudulent because you came on this show saying that you the number one real estate agent and this, that, and the third, and Latrice co-signed that, but then you couldn't. What an oxymoron! You couldn't even sell Latrice a property. She brought you on the show because you supposed to be the fastest in the West, child, with the house selling, but you couldn't even sell her property. You are clout chasing. You got with JJ because you thought that you was hot Gucci, and you are just some. I'm never gonna say it. I don't know if I don't want the video to get flagged. You ain't all that, and you come trying to measure yourself up against Selena. Selena is a very attractive woman. That is
Beautiful.
is Megan Thee Stallion, tall, light-skinned, drink of water.
Sure
Okay.
is. Beautiful.
She's a beautiful woman. And
Mm-hmm.
she didn't give you all of that you be giving her on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like her daughter said, it's but for so many times that somebody gonna let you disrespect them. Let me
Right.
bottom line is with Gucci. Gucci came on this show feeling and smelling herself. You know, she was feeling good, feeling great. How are you? This my show.
Come on, Outcast twice.
Just
She
show
gave us Outcast last week. She
out.
giving us Outcast again this week. Come on.
You know, that's my music now. Okay. But listen, you are mad because you weren't shown on the Dancing Dolls. You weren't on that show.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't showcase you because it wasn't about you. It was about the kids. Okay. And
Right.
they parents. So now you feel like this is my time to shine. I don't need you as an extra on my show. I don't need you because Khadijah don't need you. I don't need you on this show. So Gucci is the star. That's what I am. So let me go ahead and give you this little charge real quick because everybody knows, and I learned this from Candace and Monique when she filed those charges against Monique. She did that trying to get Monique off the show, not thinking that it really would have caused them to take her children away from her and all this stuff,
Right.
despite everything that happened. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't file charges on anybody that's on the show with you. That's
Correct.
in a lot of their contracts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody be off the damn show then if that was the case. So
Mm-hmm.
Gucci probably like, oh, haha, she ain't on the show, and I'm gonna make
Mm-hmm.
it on the show. So I'm gonna file these little charges. I'm gonna, in my friend voice, this little piece of charge. Go get that up on you so that you don't even think you're gonna put some black ink to paper for this Kingdom Reign cast. Okay, you will
And
not.
you know what? I think that people don't realize what other people bring to the show. I said this. I feel like Selena is a great addition to the show.
Yeah.
And again, she can stand on her own. I don't think the JJ blended family thing has to even be a freaking factor.
No.
Just because she knows Akeisha, just because she knows Letitia, in the words of Marie, I think that she could do well on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But let me say this though. When it comes, because I did say this in my last, not today's review, but the review I did a week or two ago, I did say I do feel like So Gucci shouldn't have filed charges because what's more important, the dynamic or your family, or just trying to stick it to Selena? And I do feel like at this point, you just trying to stick it to her. You're not thinking about the dynamic that is causing. And I also agree, because I said this as well, which is people gonna side with their mama regardless.
Right.
They just gonna side with their parent. But I still stand on the fact that I do think that Sanjay do need to stay out of it because you're making it worse than what it really is.
Yeah, for
Leave
sure.
it alone.
Don't say that you about to fight nobody, mama. That's
Thank you. I think she's doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. And she's the main part between her and Dee because they kind of going back and forth. The other sister's not talking as much, but Sanjay doing a lot of talking.
Yeah.
A lot on the Twitter. Girl, I'm gonna need you to bring it back down like 15. Bring it on down a little bit.
She typed real fast. I'm like, is this text? Is this the text? Because how are you getting it out so quick? It's
she be Twitter fingers for real.
Mm-hmm. It's too much. You gotta let it go.
She gotta let it go.
A lot of childhood trauma going on right there, and y'all.
And I agree with that.
And let go and let God. Get yourself a good therapist. Deal with, like, talk to your father about this stuff because also, you know, I have seen on Twitter where some people were like, you know, what is JJ doing and all of this or whatever. And I was thinking to myself, JJ wasn't the one in there fighting.
Right.
He's just going along with his wife. Because at this point, happy wife, happy life. Yes, I love my children. But as your vows tell you, you got to put your wife above everything. But also, wife, don't keep putting me in stupid situations. Because little Sambo bullshiggity that Gucci is doing could be prevented.
And
situations for herself.
And I feel like as the husband, I feel like he should have told her, baby, don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let us heal. Let us work through this. Let us blase. But
Mm-hmm.
I think he should have been the sounding board for this. When she brought that to him and said, hey, I'm going to go do X, Y, and Z, I think he should have told her, please don't do that.
He ain't gonna do that.
Don't do that.
Since Gucci done took them braces off, she probably in that bedroom doing some stuff and pleasing and teasing him and telling him, listen, this is the way to prove to me that you over your ex. Okay. Got to let me do this. Because the bottom line is, if so, and that's just I'm gonna call it a straight thing, a thing.
Mm-hmm.
If Selena comes on this show, Gucci is gone. We don't need her. You're not entertaining now as it is. You up stuff. You mad at Latrice. We thought that y'all got past it when you were so-called invited to the dinner that y'all didn't know y'all was at, and you supposedly got past it, right? But then in the next scene, this episode, you talking to Letitia, talking about some, and I feel like she the one orchestrated all of that. Girl, we 2 days ago we was over that.
So y'all move past it.
To that, just so you.
Now I will be honest. I like So Gucci on the show. She's a good addition. I'm not mad at So Gucci being on the show.
She gonna fade the black. She gonna fade the black. She is. I'm just. It is because Akeisha has a relationship with Selena.
Yes.
Like I said, Letitia went to school with her too.
Yep.
I think Marie and her will be messy together. Gucci will not really find any traction amongst them. She's just gonna be the girl's stepmother. Not what she wants. She sees the forest for the trees. That's why she wants Selena on the show. She knows that Selena has star quality. She don't want her.
I don't think Selena should come as a full castmate. I think she would do good as a friend of the show. I think she's a great addition, but I don't think that she should come on as a Belle. I think she would do great as a friend of the show. And I think we need some friends of the show. We don't have that on Belle Collectives. Yeah, remember, we said that this is his closest model of Housewives franchise. Since he's modeling this, but after that, we need a friend of the show. I think Selena would do great because she already coming in genuinely knowing people. Not what they doing over there at the Bravo, where they just gonna plant somebody in. Yeah. And we meet them like what Fallon and Portia did. They just made them be friends and they didn't know each other. This will be a genuine friend to the show because she actually knows all of the ladies. And I think.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I was gonna end it with. I think that we need that, and let So Gucci continue to stay as the Belle Collective, stay as the main person.
I think Gucci should be the friend. I think this should be the actual main cast member. Because really, what does Gucci have to talk about besides this fake conjured up stuff with Latrice? That's like let it go, let it burn. And then you and Akeisha's relationship is really not that deep. You know what I mean? You see Akeisha over here trying to cultivate a relationship with Latrice because she knows where it's at. She knows where it's good at. So I feel like Selena would be a good opponent for Marie too, because this whole Latrice thing isn't going to last forever. It's going to get stale and dry out. Somebody else to make up shit with, so she can go against Selena because Selena she gonna give her some back and forth. Still kissing her butt because she might need her to sign a fake lease so she can fake out from Glenn. And everybody else seems to not want to deal with BBL Marie. So
and I actually think that when it comes to Marie Monroe, word on the curb is her and Letitia ain't even friends no more. And they got a beef going on. So Marie is standing in her grounds of being the villain and probably wanting to stay there. But that was the first scene. Hopefully Selena comes back. I'm rooting for you, Selena. Come on back, girl. Y'all drop all this mess. Selena's good for the show. Y'all bring her on. Exactly. I do feel like the girls probably do need some counseling. That's D, that's her brother, that's the twins and Sky. Like all of them really do need some counseling because I agree. I do feel like it's some deep rooted crap that's going on, and they keep brushing over everything with this jealousy word. And oh, they just jealous because I'm on TV, and they just jealous because we getting the shine. I think that's cute to say. How to the ever we truly know, at least I can say or feel like it's something more deeper than a TV thing. That's
Yeah,
just
too.
what else do I just want to jump to real quick? I will let's talk about the whole Letitia and in the words of Marie Monroe. I don't know why it's Letitia. Why are you calling this woman this? But
Yeah,
them,
they call it Letitia. I'm gonna call it Letitia.
right? I'm like, why are you calling her Letitia? Like, what are
She
you doing?
she be adding extra syllables to her own name.
Be it.
But oh, maybe I guess I'll keep on talking. I don't know what we're doing now. But Letitia and Marie, that whole scene for me, Marie is just doing too much.
I
She
agree.
I think she's doing team entirely too much. Like, girl, get on this panel and do what you're supposed to do and go home. Why did you even have to bring up Latrice? Latrice is not a bit more thinking about you than nobody than the man in the moon. She's not
Mm-hmm.
you talking about something, but I needed you to apologize because she lied. First of all, how many times I done seen you before today and you ain't say nothing about that? Girl, you was about to sign a whole lease for me.
And that was my thing. Here's my thing with that. Marie is projecting in the wrong area. You're wanting Letitia to give you an apology for something that Latrice did.
Exactly.
Latrice lied. Latrice tried to set you up. Latrice was getting dirt on you, not Letitia. This, and I said this earlier today. This is what my thought is. I think Marie is one of those friends. As I'm mad at her, you need to be mad at her. I don't like her. You don't need to like her. And I think Marie do not like that her and um Latrice have built a friendship or relationship and still have one outside of her because Marie don't like Latrice and Latrice don't like Marie.
Right.
That's just my personal opinion. And now you're demanding this whole apology for something that Letitia did not do. You projecting in the wrong place, ma'am.
Let somebody say they don't like Essie, your bestie. You will be losing your mind. Losing your mind. And you will be like, well, you need to give Essie the benefit of the doubt. I mean, she mistake, blah, blah, blah. But she can't believe her friend at face value. Just because you said she lying, I'm supposed to just believe that she's a liar. But how about it's okay that it don't really mean that much to me as it means to you?
To you. Thank you.
Like you,
And I think that's what it is.
Tisha, when she said, or whatever her damn name is, child, that got me confused. I agree with her when she was like, you making this about you.
Making it about you. Yep.
Nothing whatsoever.
Yep. And then I didn't understand too. Marie was like, this is why we can't move in business together. But you just wanted to give me an apartment duplex in the high rise just a few weeks ago. You was willing to sign your name on the dotted line, but we can't go in business together.
But what kind
Make
of business?
it make sense.
What kind of business we doing together? Because I don't even halfway know what the hell Letitia do.
She don't either.
She don't either. Like
She
I
don't.
talking about brunches that's supposed to be. See, these are those brunches to me in my world are like the mean girl brunches. The girls, mean girls. You having people pay you to come to all these brunches to be in some clique and be in the in crowd, and you are selling a whole bunch of fluff.
That's it.
Motivational speeches that's not going to really get nobody no money or get them nowhere.
Yeah.
I go to the brunch by myself without all the extra words.
Yeah. I
That's
can see that. Well, they make a they cry hug. She apologized, which I feel like she shouldn't have, but I guess for the greater good, she had to be the bigger person. She go ahead and apologize, and that's when Marie brings up, so what you doing with this apartment, and am I signing it? Am I blase? She lets it be known that, girl, me and Glendale is back together and we on better terms. And Marie Monroe decided to shade her right there because Letitia said that, you know, he said he wants to get to know the new me. And Marie was like, did he tell you that last year?
Exactly.
Said now, I'm mad at Marie Monroe for that lie. Girl, he did this last year, but okay, go off, sis. That's your man. You believe him. You do what you need to do.
Let me say this. Child, I had to charge my phone up. I had to go.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this. Glenn and Letitia, y'all are so fake. That's
So
a
fake.
whole bag of lies. Okay, first of all, let me talk to you, Letitia. Girl, what does it mean when you are you just gonna leave for 90 days and come back every time? Because what are you really leaving to accomplish?
Yep.
That's what I really want to understand. You keep on leaving because you teaching him a lesson. You letting him know what he missing. But he ain't missing shit when you gonna bring your ass right on back. Let's be very clear. Okay? He go and this is the cycle. He DM abroad, you get mad and leave because you want him to appreciate you. He stalk you and put devices on your car and threaten you. And then you like, oh, we dating. He took me out for spaghetti. We love each other again. And then you're back in the house. Don't waste the mover's time. Don't waste the viewer's time. Just stay with him and his shenanigans, because if he's going to keep on doing it over and over again, it's just going to be a new woman, new situation, and you just going to keep on moving in and out. It's dumb.
Girl, she ain't moved nothing. She
No.
ain't moved a thing. Because if you notice, they ain't filmed not a damn time in their house.
See?
Not a damn time in their house. So
it's fake.
I've been saying that they was giving fake from the beginning. They've been giving fake. So let's go, because I want to stick to our hour and 30 minutes, no longer than the hour and 40. We got to stick to it. So let's just get to the meat and potatoes of it, and let's talk about Latrice and Cliff. So let me say this part real quick, because I said this earlier today. I'm going to repeat it again. I do appreciate the ladies coming to Latrice's aid. And I wish this was something that we would have saw over there on Huntsville. You knew that that man was cheating. You knew that he was mistreating her, saying crazy things, doing crazy things. And in the words of Kimmy, oh, he's such a good guy. Y'all rallied behind the guy when you know what he was doing. And one thing I do appreciate about Akeisha and Letitia is that they like, hey, girl, we can be an outlet. We see what's going on. We are here if we need you. So I do appreciate the fact that they see the bull crap and going to Latrice's aid. But Latrice and Clifford, the big red dog, have this whole blowout in the Mexican restaurant, child. Latrice lets it be known that she signed a contract 2 weeks ago, of course, when they was filming that, about this big deal that she did for her edge control. It's gonna put her in distribution. She about to be worldwide and internationally known on the microphone, okay, y'all? And Cliff gets mad. He storms out like a little bia, having him a whole little tantrum. And he is mad at her and tells this woman, I didn't give you my consent to go and sign no papers. Now, Latrice go talk to her mama. Latrice and talk to Akeisha. Latrice and talk to Letitia. She'll talk to everybody. Latrice, girl, I want you to go talk to a therapist. I think talking to your mother is good. I think talking to your mother is a great outlet, but you need somebody to talk to that's going to put you in a position for you to handle whatever you and Cliff going on in a healthy way and help you balance what it is that you're trying to do. Mama, no shade to mama, haven't even healed herself. So she can't tell you and give you sound advice on how to handle and go forth with this situation. I'm gonna say this. I think I can say mine all in one breath, and I'm gonna let Shay take it over. I think Latrice did a few things. Latrice did this to prove that I can handle business without you. Look, I'm not the little girl you think I am. Look, Cliff, I handle business all by myself. You should be proud. Clap for me, Daddy. I mean, clap for me, husband. Look at me. I did good. And then you have Cliff over here who still want to hold her to being the little girl. I am glad that Latrice have decided to open her eyes a little bit. I'll take slow progress over no progress any day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad she's no longer going to call him Zaddy and going to refer to him as husband or Cliff. And now she's created this whatever they got going on, and now she kicking and screaming trying to get out. But you created this mess big time. And I don't like Latrice trying to defend this man on every hand. Letitia said a word at the very end, which is if he's this comfortable by acting a whole plump fool in front of everybody, we can only imagine what this man is doing behind closed doors.
For sure. For sure. I mean, I couldn't really, you said it all, friend. Said it all.
I'm sorry.
I feel like Bert and Ernie Daddy always be over there showing off. Like Cliff is in that state of mind where Latrice put him. She brought him in as her addiction for trying to clean up her daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
So many issues growing up with her father that are unturned and unhealed, that she continues to take them into relationships. Hence the whole fact that she likes older men, period. This relationship with Cliff, she doesn't really want somebody. She's learning. I don't really want somebody that's going to tell me what to do, or, I do want somebody that's going to be a protector, but I want that protection to also mirror nurturing. I want protection to also come with I love yous and sensuality and sensitivity. That's what she wants. She's learning that that's what I want from a partner, but I portrayed him as my zaddy.
Yep.
And made him my father. And I said to myself, baby, you don't F your daddy.
And you don't F your daughter.
And exactly. And here's the thing, because she don't. They're in two separate rooms. So she's fighting against what you've already established.
Mm-hmm.
And Cliff, I get it. He's like, you getting into these contracts and this and that and the third, because it's going to affect both of us if this thing goes up.
Mm-hmm.
But we barely understand what you're saying. We got the closed caption. You owns the TV. What was you going to read and find? What was you going to read and find in this, in the fine print of this here? What do Cliff do anyway? He cut down trees.
I think he owned his own. And speaking of that too, I didn't even understand where, she was like, oh, you're late. And he was like, oh, well, somebody got to pay the bills. This woman is literally making 6 to 7 figures on her own.
Right.
What was your point of saying that?
Cliff ain't sold down that one track. He ain't put on that one wig. He ain't greased not one scalp. So you don't need to tell me anything about my business, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Mind the business that landscapes you. That's okay. Don't worry.
Thank you.
The bottom line is Latrice has to open her eyes and stop hiding at her brother's house.
Yep.
If you gotta continue to run away from your husband, it's time to go ahead and just exit left from this relationship. It's gonna be difficult splitting those assets and things of that that. But I would rather walk away with my happiness. Homegirl ain't even 35 yet. Walk out of the relationship with your continued success before you continue to be even more successful. Get out of it now and move on. Find you somebody that you actually want to lay on top of.
And get pregnant by.
You with Harry Belafonte daddy. You don't. And
I don't think she against babies. I think she just don't want to have one with Clifford.
had none with him.
She
Because
just don't want to have one with him.
exactly. Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact that I ain't never seen nobody. She probably the only person I know take that pill on the dot on top every day.
It ain't missing not one.
Not nail one. Okay.
Not ain't missing not a nail piece of a pill, child.
But let me Letitia, I'm gonna have to gather you for a second though, because I understand your concern, honey. But what you're not about to do is give me a whole bunch of advice, because I'm gonna share some back with you. That's what I'm gonna do, because you keep playing double dutch in your relationship. At least I'm standing 10 toes down in my foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
You want to play around and play double dutch in our face with your relationship, like your husband ain't over there treating you like garbage, and it ain't because of Cliff. Let's be very clear. Glenn has been manipulative throughout their entire relationship. This is newly learned from, as my good sis says, Clifford the big red dog, aka Bert and Ernie's daddy. Okay, ain't nobody got time. Nobody got time. So yeah, both of y'all need to go sit on the couch together.
Together.
Period.
Did we see next week that somebody pregnant? Who you think is pregnant? I think it's one of the girls again.
It's Tambra.
Tambra's pregnant?
Yep.
By who? Damon?
I think she used one of her little eggs or whatever. But Color Me Pink broke that a long time ago.
Come on, Color Me Pink with the exclusive.
So they try to play it up. That's what I thought it was Latrice.
Mm-hmm.
Up like it's her, but it's not her. So when I kept seeing Latrice not looking like she got nobody's baby bump, it was one photo where it looked like she had a bump.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw her at the thing at Stormy's house, I was like, she ain't got no bump. I was like, okay, they playing with us. So it's Tambra.
Come on, Tambra.
Mm-hmm.
Having a baby child. Oh, Lord help us. How old is Tambra?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's go to the Googles.
Oh, girl, because that's exactly where I was going to have to go.
Let's see what Mr. Google say.
Because she said, it's my and her voice, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what? It bothers me while you looking that up. Mm-hmm. Marie wants an apology from Letitia, but you need to go and apologize to Tambra.
That part.
Sitting up there and taking you and Letitia, you are wrong for indulging Marie in her BS. Why did y'all go and have lunch with that man?
And see, I call Letitia the snake. I like Letitia. Don't get me wrong. I like her. But I definitely called her a snake because you allowed, let me see. You got Marie Monroe in your foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you and binge watched or watched from the beginning, but Letitia was the one who brought the alleged side chick into the fold.
Oh yeah, I know. But Marie was the one that took it I think Letitia dropped it in Marie's lap because she's like a dog with a bone.
Yep.
And Letitia was like, oh, you know what? I ain't going to go forward with it as much as I can. Only because they were having like a little spat. She sort of let it go. But then when she saw Marie was running with it, she's like, okay, well, I don't want to look disloyal to Marie. And I did kind of bring it up. So let me go over here and bull shiggity with her.
Yeah.
I'm just like, y'all are a mess. This is a whole mess.
She was born in 79, so they make her what, 44?
Yeah.
Is my math right?
I think so.
Child. And today's her birthday, September 8th.
Oh, so next month.
Oh, next month. Sorry, it is all of August. Lord, I'm pushing us all the way. You're already going by fast, Lord, and I'm trying to.
Because my husband's birthday tomorrow. His is August.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Leo.
Come on. So yeah, she'll be 44 next month. Okay. That's right, math. 79. Is that right?
I think so. So what? 79, 89, 99, 2009, 2019. So 2029 she'll be 50. So yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Latrice friend, Go move over there to the ATL.
Girl.
See if Carlos will let you be bi-coastal.
Carlos
I know that ain't bi-coastal, but
in Atlanta.
if you Martell go around yonder, go this Tampa go around yonder and go on over there with them Atlanta women, because I think she would do really good. I think she'll do good. We know Latrice and Clifford is still together. They was at Stormy's birthday party. So baby, they ain't going nowhere. I do think that she is afraid to split the assets down the middle. And I think that he holds that over her head a lot.
Oh yeah, but she gonna get to a point where she's sick, and
Yeah.
she gonna be like, you know what? I built this. I can do it again. If
And she's in the beauty industry. So, girl, that ain't going nowhere.
yeah, everybody gonna want their wig. Everybody gonna want their nails. Everybody gonna need the eyebrows and the lashes. And
Yep.
that's you can't cover this up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hide your head, but for so much. So
Yep.
you're always gonna be in business.
Yep. I agree, y'all. Y'all know I love me some Belle collectives. I really do wish they'll get the ratings that they need. I said again, I feel like they're way better than Huntsville. I want them to surpass them. I want them to be the number one show. Belle Collective have all the makings to be the number one show.
Mm-hmm.
They got it. They got it. But that's all we get, y'all. Ain't got no more. What you got, Shay? Got anything?
No, I will be for upcoming. I'll be doing my Real Housewives of New York review. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
trying to see if I want to still do Real Housewives of Orange County. I haven't done it in the last 2 weeks because it's just been blah. And like I said,
Mm-hmm.
about picking up Below Deck, so trying to just find my rhythm. With
Mm-hmm.
I think I may pick up All the Queen's Men. Zatima is coming out August 24th, I
Yep.
believe, and tomorrow is the last episode of Sisters.
Yes, it
So,
is.
yeah, so just trying to find my niche with other shows because, you know, it's not really that much going on out here right
It's really not a lot going on, and I think I am gonna do my overall view for Sisters. I didn't want to start in the middle, so I think I am gonna do an overall review of the show
now. Mm-hmm.
from beginning to end. I hope we have a really good season finale on Sisters. I'm really hoping we have a good one.
I
And
hate
please tell us who the baby daddy is. Tyler Perry. If we go into another season and this girl is still 3 hours pregnant,
not
I
3 hours.
may have to send you a strongly worded letter because it's time for us to move past this girl just finding out she's pregnant.
Well, I will say I have heard from a very reliable source that she will have a baby bump in season 7.
Praise God, because it's about time. It's about time.
Yes, so there's that.
Goodness. You did read that Tyler LaPlay, I think that's his name, has been
Yeah,
added. That's gonna be a good addition.
I think he's going to be a love interest for Andy.
Andy, I said the same thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
All right, child. So y'all know what to do. Y'all not following my girl Shay. What you waiting on? Please go over there, follow her, like her videos, be in the comments, okay? Please and thank you.
Here.
Y'all know we do this every Tuesday. Y'all drop in the comments, DM us, let us know what you want us to bring. Do y'all want us to add hot topics? Whatever the case may be, we are willing, depending on what y'all say. We'll talk about it. Depending on what y'all say, where y'all want to go, and we'll talk about it. I may not come back Thursday because Thursday is my 10-year anniversary.
Oh,
So I won't be doing that. So I may not be back till Friday. And
okay.
if we go somewhere, I may not see y'all no more till next week. All right, y'all. Brent said yes to hot topics. Got it. We will
Oh,
add it. We'll talk about it, and we'll go from there. But do appreciate each and every last one of you guys for coming on. If you haven't hit that like button, what you're waiting on, go ahead and hit the like button as you're going home and exiting out the building. It's only going to take 2.5 seconds, if it even takes that, okay? We appreciate y'all, and we'll see you guys, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video.